Shotgun, you have so many interesting things in your layout. I mean, maybe you can walk us through a few of them.
I'd be glad to, Elizabeth. I really would. You know, one of the big things, how I got into the broadcast industry, there was a gentleman who worked at KOGO. His name was Frank Thompson. See, I haven't got his name, Frank Thompson, on the air. And if you look at these, the logo, my radio station here on the layout is KOS. Frank Thompson worked for the local radio station, KOGO. As you can see, it says the same logo with the arrow going through the S. And when I was a little kid, my mom, we lived in Lemon Grove, California. We lived in Lemon Grove, La Mesa, Spring Valley area. And that's how I knew Reed's from when I was a longtime resident here in San Diego, and I still am. But anyway, my mom was listening to KOGO radio. She heard Frank Thompson on the air from a trailer like this. And this window, I was standing outside the trailer looking in at Frank, and he was on the air. I saw 2 turntables and a microphone. And he saw me, he says, "Hey, we have a young man standing outside the KOGO mobile studio. Come on in here. What is your name?" "My name is Tom Irwin." "Well, what school do you go to?" "I go to St. John of the Cross Catholic School." "Well, here's 2 tickets to go see the LA T-Birds when they come to San Diego at Westgate Park." Now, you got to realize I was 10 years old when I saw him. I went home after seeing this trailer, and I built myself my first little radio station with 2 turntables.
Oh, my goodness.
So that really got me into the broadcast business.
Oh, I love that.
And I've never had a real job, Elizabeth, after that, you know. Just, I started small, being a gopher, being an intern at KDEO, and then just worked myself up to where I am today, Sirius Satellite Radio.
I love that. You just do what you're passionate about.
I do.
Yeah.
Now, listen, we talked about my TV station. So I'd like to take you over and show you about the TV station.
Yes.
First of all, my station is very authentic. As you can see, it's got these microwave dish. You have to have a microwave up to the transmitter, which is on the mountain. And by the way, a friend of mine who used to be chief engineer at KUSI, he built that tower out of metal for me.
Oh, wow.
And the top of the tower is where the antenna is to broadcast. And he made it just like it was supposed to be.
Oh.
So anyway, these microwave dishes that are coming out of the great radio and TV facility, beam it up there to the transmitter, and that's how they're on the air.
Oh, perfect.
And then the billboard that I was talking about, there it is right there. When I was doing the morning show at B100, Shotgun Tom gives free money mornings, and we did it every morning. I did that show for like 4 years, and they had those billboards all over San Diego, as I mentioned earlier. But there it is. That's the billboard. And speaking about another billboard, now here is what I bought at Reed's. I bought both of these billboards at Reed's. As you see, this billboard has a motorcycle on it. I didn't want anything to do with that, but I love the style of the billboard, and I wanted it like the billboard on Leave It to Beaver. So I went to a friend of mine, Wes Owen, who's into 3D, and he's an absolute genius when it comes to doing things like this. I said, "Wes, here's a picture," and there's the picture of the billboard as it was in black and white on the Beaver Show. But he said, "Can you do that?" He said, "Absolutely." His wife made the little clay pot.
Oh,
and
nice.
As you can see, or maybe not see, that is 3 layers of that lady. So that lady, that's a 3D billboard.
Oh, I love that.
And that's why the shadows are so real. But it started out with this billboard that I had at Reed's, and then I developed into that.
Oh, wow. See, such creativity, and like that looks amazing, just like what you were talking about.
Yeah, you can customize stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So, and also something that's very authentic, and I think if you drive along the freeway, especially if you're going over 52, you see power lines. And I have a power station here. Again, bought this at Reed's. and connecting my power. This is the power lines, and the power lines have these red and white balls on them. Now, what do you think, Elizabeth, what do you think those are for?
I have no idea.
Well, let me tell you this. If you're a helicopter pilot,
Yeah.
you can't see the lines, but you can see those little balls. So you do not want to have your helicopter wrapped up in a power line.
Right.
So that's what that's for. And that's kind of a traditional deal. And by the way, I got my hands dirty. I actually built these. I installed them.